Hi, I'm Booth. Welcome back to the paint booth. Today we're going to do a seascape on an 18 by 24 canvas. I've already prepped the top with magic white, a little bit of liquid clear in the middle, and I've put a mix of phthalo green and phthalo blue on the bottom just to kind of give us a little bit of color back there. It'll make sense once I start putting that color in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a 1-inch brush. I'm going to take a little bit of phthalo blue. We're just going to hit the sky here, just a tiny touch of phthalo blue. You want to load the brush up. Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to do some banded clouds. So, bear with me. I'm going to see if this works. Okay. So we're going to try to go like this with our blue. We'll start in the corner just with little crisscross patterns. Just bringing it down and across. It's going to get a little bit lighter as you go down. It's kind of going to go off into the back there. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Just want to get some blue on there. Just get some paint on the canvas. So we're going to come over here about and just go with a little bit more blue. We're going to follow that same angle over. With little crisscross patterns, you ain't got to worry about blending nothing yet. Getting a little lighter at the bottom. Okay. Maybe just another little touch in the corner there. In the top here, we're just going to give it a little tap. And maybe just a little here. Alright. A bit more down into there. Alrighty. So now I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to go right into alizarin crimson. Just a little bit again, not much, just going to tap your brush into it. I'm going to come up here and do the same thing, crisscross patterns, and start in the middle of this area you made because you don't want to fill it up completely. So we're doing banded clouds. So just a little crisscross pattern. A little bit more paint on your brush, come in here. A little bit more paint on my brush. And start at the top, work your way down so it lightens up towards the bottom. Alright, and we're going to come in here, do a little bit more. Okay. I know it looks like stripes on a flag right now, but it won't in a minute. I'll clean this brush off. Alright, now I'm going to take a clean 2-inch brush. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try my new blender brush. Blender blush. Yeah, I'm going to try my new blender brush. See how this thing works. It's new, I haven't used it yet, so I may screw it all up. Or it might end up working pretty good. You never know. We're going to find out though, I know that. That's the only thing I do know is I'm going to find out in a minute. So I get this kind of cleaned off. The new brush, you always want to get a little paint thinner on it, clean it off. You know, get some in the bristles and see what you can do. So we're going to take our blender brush, just going to come between these two and start blending. I don't like that at all. I think my 2-inch brush will work better. Just to blend this out. Yeah, I'm liking that better. You want to do both colors at the same time. You want to do just the one. I'm just doing the one. I'm just trying to fill this in. Keep in mind, there's all clouds that are going to go in front of here, so I just want to kind of blend this together first. I'll blend the middle first, and then I'll blend the edges. That blue is going to take over a lot of this if we're not careful. So. Get this blue kind of blended into the background here. Just little crisscross marks again. You just want a nice clean brush when you're doing it though. Nice little crisscross pattern. Just moving the paint into the canvas basically. That's all you're doing, just pushing it in. That's not looking too bad. Alright. Alright, let me clean my brush off. You guys saw that catch? That was a pretty good one. I'll let the brush off the shirt bounce. Just gonna go back and forth a little bit here and just kind of remove some of your brush marks, kind of even it out. See, I put liquid clear here, so that's gonna kind of help us a little bit. So I won't be picking up too much of this phthalo green. Or at least hopefully I won't pick up much of it. I'm just gonna go through here and kind of blend this blue and alizarin crimson together. Just kind of give it little shapes, little movements in the sky and stuff. Just kind of bring them together. Your painting, you can do whatever colors you want. I just, this one's simple for me. I've done this one a couple times, and one time it came out really good. The last time I did it, it came out really good, so I'm not trying to remake my last painting. I'm just trying to do something I know, so we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so this one's going to take a lot of white. A lot of fan brush and a lot of white. So now that we got our sky colored, I'm going to come in with some clouds and see what we can make. Clean off some brushes here. I can start making some clouds. Alright, I'll load up our fan brush with some titanium white, both sides. I'm going to start doing some clouds. A nice loaded up brush. I'm just going to come over here with the corner of the brush and start in this very corner. Just do some little cloud shapes. Load up the brush again, come under it here, do some more. This is just laying down some background shape. This is going to be a really, really busy sky when we're done, so fair warning. That go off the edge, huh? Alright, come in here. Just making little circles with the edge of the brush. You can be sloppy, doesn't matter. kind of like to. Gives them a little bit of a busy look to it, so they're not all the same. So you keep doing the same thing over and over, you can kind of see here a little bit I did that. You don't want that in your clouds. Well, I don't want that in my clouds. You might want that in your clouds. It's up to you for your clouds. Me, I don't want that. So, I'm going to do a little spins, little turns. Doesn't matter. I'm going to come in here. And make our little spinny cloud shapes. Alright, almost done with the first layer. Come in here. Alright. Do a little bit up here. A little there. Okay, so I'm not going to clean that brush off because I'm going to need it again. I'm going to start working with this little blender brush, the very corner of it. I'm just going to start blending in the bottom of these clouds. And you can see it kind of just brings it into the bottom of the color here. I'm not really touching the top of these. I'm going to fluff all that up in a minute. This blender brush is working good for the clouds. It just wasn't working so good for the other stuff. Right tool, I guess. So we're just going to come underneath. We're going to blend this in. Yeah, that's turning out alright so far. I like this blender brush. Now you sit here and just blend all your clouds in. It's going to take a little bit. Luckily these paintings don't take too long or my ADD would kick in and I'd have to turn the camera off and do something else, because like a lot of people, my attention span is very short. That's why I'm glad I found a way to do these, and it looks like you were there for hours doing it, and in fact, not the case. But we'll see. We'll see how this ends up. Just clean this off a little bit. Knock off some of that extra paint. Come back in here and keep blending. Just blending. Blend them all in, just so it can look all together. Okay. You can take as much time as you want doing this too. I mean, for the sake of time, I'm kind of rushing here a little bit. One of these days I'll do some paintings just for myself, not video them, but lately I've been recording every one. The past 4 or 5 of them anyway, right? Okay, let's keep going here. Just blend in on all the bottoms here. We don't want to really touch the tops yet. Just keep that in mind. You just want to touch the bottom, this top line you want to keep. And like I said, this is just the bottom layer of clouds maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I might want to put some more in there. Alright, now we'll start fluffing. You just barely want to touch. And just pull it a little bit. Just gives it that cloud look. Too much. Alright. Just barely touching the canvas with the brush. Sorry, I had my head in the way. Just barely touching. This brush is really helping me with clouds, though. That's for sure. It's definitely helping my clouds. Alright, so alright, now I'm gonna kind of soften this all out. Just go across it all really quick, back and forth. Barely touching. Just gonna make that all fall back. Not looking too bad. Yeah, I'm going to put a couple more layers of clouds in there. When I do that, this is really going to look pretty neat. Yeah, this blender brush really kind of works nice. I'm kind of just lightly touching that, and it's bringing it right to the back. Okay. Well, it's starting to look like the sky now, but still got some work left to do. I'm loading the brush up. It's titanium white. I'm going to come in here and just start doing one right here. Do a little spins, you be messy with it, get mad, scrunch it into there. See, I'm just kind of pushing it in. The paint's going where it wants to go. That's what you need. Alright, here okay. Blend all that now. Let's see what we got. Oops, rip my paper towel. Alright, remember, you just want to stay on the bottom of these. You just want to blend the bottom. You don't want to really touch the top line too much. Just want to soften these up. Just at the very edge of the brush, you know? You're just kind of softening it up, making it look like a cloud instead of a glob of paint. Yeah. Tongue-tied. But it really softens up the bottom of these, and it makes it look like clouds. It really does. And it really makes a picture kind of pop out, or makes it look cool. Be a little bit of softness in there. Alright. Come over here. I think I want to put some more cloud there. Some more highlights. See what I got. I think just right down there. This brush isn't so fun to knock on the beater box there. It's not as fun as the bigger brushes. See, the bristles are really short compared to, say, the 2-inch, you know. But it's definitely got got its purpose. That's what I'm finding out. It's definitely got its purpose. I'll just clean this brush off a little bit. I'll be right back to it. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit more titanium white on my brush. I'm going to come lighten this middle up here. Brighten this guy up. Just with the center. Just in the center. Trying to add depth to the clouds here, you know? Just different layers and stuff. Yeah, layers and stuff. I think that's the technical term for it, right? Layers and stuff. Alright, so brighten up him too. Might as well. Trying to lighten it up a little bit. The sea is going to be pretty choppy. I think that's what I'm going to call this one, choppy seas, but I think it'll make sense once the waves are in there. So let's do some blending. We'll start where we started. Blend this guy in a little bit. Just the bottom here. Just using the edge of the brush again, just the very corner. You don't need the whole thing. Edge of the brush is all you need. It gets full of paint, flip it around, get a whole other corner. Come in here, and if you get a little paint down here, don't worry. Yeah, you start from the top and work your way down for that very reason, because you can cover any mistakes. Alright. A little fluff on the clouds. Little fluff, little fluff. Just want to hit it with just a whisker. Just the very edge of the brush. I'm just trying to soften these a little bit more and make them fall back in with the rest. This one's not so bad, but these guys just need to fall back just a little. Okay. Alright, that looks alright. And we can start making some water now. Let me just clean this guy off. I can't really stress how important it is to clean your brushes. These things are not cheap and they do get messed up very quickly if you do not clean them. I've had to replace a couple already and it gets expensive quickly. Alright, let me clean this brush off and I can get to making some waves. I'm going to need a little bit more titanium white on my palette for this. I got a sneaking suspicion. Alright. this off a little bit and I can get to the waves. Okay. Now, we're doing waves, so you want to remember they're not super long, they're not U's, they're not V's. You're just going to do like a nice long swoop. And at first here, you're not really going to want to have to do too much detail, but you're going to want to cover this little line here. So we're going to want to come in here, make a little decision now where your first lines are going to be, your first waves. You're just going to kind of come in and give them a little swoop, come in, a little swoop over, and just push at the top. Push at the top, you got your crashers there. Most of this is going to get covered, so don't worry. Load up again, get some more titanium white on your brush. Just come over, give a little push up. Yeah. These are just far away. You ain't got to worry about them too much. There we go. You want to bring it up just past that. Just so you can kind of hide this horizon line a little bit. That's all we're doing right now, is just trying to hide that line a little bit. I'm going to come in here. I don't know about making the sounds, but it's kind of fun. Alright, so we got that kind of covered, sort of. Looks like a rough sea back there. That's what we're looking for, so I'm going to come in here and start making some more waves that you can start defining and seeing. So we're going to come in and just bring it in a little bit like that. Start doing some little swoops and push, and then swoop and push. Take a step back here. Let's see here. So come back in. Right off. And you just play back here. Remember the shape of your waves, and just go through, making a shape. And just come in here, the little crisscrosses back and forth. You're going to start in the back and work your way forward. Bad when it mixes. Just go through. Follow. Go. It's starting to look like something there. do one crashing over here. He's getting close to the shore. We're gonna do like a rock here, a little splash over. But here we're gonna, let's see here. I wanna come like this, kinda bring it over, He's gonna kinda come through. You kinda just get your idea on there. And splash back. At the bottom of that crasher, you're gonna have to put some foam, so we'll just come through, push a little. There we go. Some rough seas out there today, it looks like, right? Kind of want to soften that up a little bit back here. Just give it a little. Yeah, that looks better. And here you can just bring this down. I mean, when it mixes with this, it looks really nice. This guy, you can make him start crashing over and splashing there. You just have fun with it, man. There's a lot going on in this painting with the sky and with the waves crashing. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff in here, you know. You're not really limited to too much, but when it's done, even if you don't do it right, still you can make something that looks pretty cool. Even if it's not perfect, nothing's ever going to be perfect doing this set, I'm pretty sure. But just kind of bring it back and forth, get yourself a little, the shape of the wave in here, and that's crashing. Bring this back. Just kind of back and forth. Give yourself with a, you know, it's your water painting, you know, you want to do the seascape the way you want to do it. Alright. Now, let me take a look back at this, see how she's looking. Now, let me finish off this bottom here, and then I can start maybe throwing some rocks in. There's another big crasher going. Alright. Put another big crashing wave going right there. It's all part of, I guess she's coming ashore here, ain't we? So, let's get this going a little bit. I need a little bit more white on here. And start redefining these waves a little bit more. Remember how a wave crashes. You know, I grew up on the coast, so one thing we always did was go to the beach in the summer. I always remember looking at the waves and always remembering how they crashed over and over. Okay. Put this brush down, maybe get some rocks in here. Well, you know what? I think I kind of like that how it is, to tell you the truth. I think that came out pretty good. honestly, just for a quick seascape. Maybe give it a couple little more, maybe another crasher here and there, but we'll see. Maybe another one over there. We'll put another crash and wave on that side. Just starting to crash. Okay, I think that's about it. All I gotta do is sign it, and there we have a finished seascape. I think I'll do a little, I'll do it in a red this time, maybe in alizarin crimson, because of the sky. Just a little. Alright, so let me get a little paint thinner on this actually. Alright. There you go. That's a finished seascape. It was pretty neat. I like doing it. It was quick. I hope you guys like watching me do it. Like and subscribe. Don't forget. And you guys keep liking them. I'll keep making them. You guys have a great one. All right.